I've personally audited 35 apparel brands since 2022. They almost all make the same mistake. Your brand archetype, the core DNA that dictates why your customers buy from you, determines your entire Google Ads strategy. Broadly speaking, there's a binary classification you can make. You're either a design-driven brand or a function-driven brand. One needs visual storytelling, brand building. The other needs a completely different system: problem-solving copy and search intent. The issue is nobody thinks like this. Everyone gets the same playbook, but nobody stops to think design-driven brands require visual storytelling, brand building, lifestyle creative, whereas function-focused brands need a different playbook. They need problem-focused ad copy, top-of-funnel search keywords, landing pages that agitate pain points. How you use Google to access these different nuances is completely different. The campaigns are different. The placements are different. The entire structure is different from one another. So in this video, I'll show you the exact framework to identify which brand archetype your retail brand actually is, and the exact structure you need to follow to be successful with Google Ads. So let's start with the foundation, because before you differentiate by brand archetype, you need a strong foundation in your ad account. Start with branded traffic, but opt for shopping over search. Here's why. Paid shopping results most often appear above paid search results. So if you only run branded search campaigns, your competitors can easily swoop in above these search results, placing shopping ads above both your organic and your paid result. This is really important for all apparel brands, those that are function driven, but especially those that are design driven. If you've brought a customer all the way through your funnel, and then at the very last moment, a competitor's design or aesthetic catches their eye, you lose them forever. But I recommend reviewing your auction insights regularly, not just to see who's competing with you, but actually identify if anyone's competing with you. Because I often see early 7-figure apparel brands overspending massively on branded traffic, when in fact nobody is there to take the traffic away. Next up, build out your shopping campaigns properly. Shopping is the core foundation campaign, and there's only 2 principles that truly matter. Principle number 1, sufficient coverage across all products. That's all products that you want to run paid traffic to. So feel free to exclude ancillary products, low price products that you don't think will be profitable. But your core products should all have paid traffic running behind them. And principle number 2 is having sufficient budget to your best-selling products and your top performers. After that, you should only be segmenting further if there's a clear reason, particularly if you're new to Google Ads. If important products are not getting enough budget, or you have a new product drop that you really want to put some spend behind, well then yes, it may make sense to segment out your shopping campaigns. But for the most part, consolidation will win. And finally, for your foundation, merchant center optimization, because your shopping ads will only be as good as the inputs you provide in Google Merchant Center. Max out your attributes: gender, size, color, material. Doing so will expand your reach and ensure that you serve for the most relevant queries. Sync your promotions to show up-to-date sale prices. Feed in your product ratings to build trust. This foundation applies to every apparel brand. Now here's where you differentiate. As we discussed, there are 2 types of apparel brands on Google: design-driven and function-driven. For design-driven brands, think of lifestyle brands like Represent, Cole Buxton, Fear of God. People buy for aesthetic, for identity, for brand. Function brands like 10,000, Buori, Bombas. People buy for performance, comfort, problem solving. Here's the thing. Lots of brands want to be both, and it's a good long-term goal to have. But starting out on Google, you need to pick one, because the campaign structures are completely different. So pick your primary DNA, build that system first, then cross-pollinate later. For design brands, I say to avoid Performance Max, at least initially. PMax sprays budget across all placements: shopping, search, YouTube, display, discover, Gmail. And if you're a designed focused brand, you shouldn't be prioritizing search, because nobody's searching for your aesthetic. So you end up paying for clicks on search terms that will never convert. Instead, focus on demand gen campaigns. Use a combination of static imagery and video creative to sell your brand, your identity, your aesthetic. Separate these campaigns according to placement type. One for Discover, one for YouTube. It can be really as simple as just taking your winning creative from Meta, dropping it in, and testing it. For audience targeting, you can keep it broad, but I like to use lookalike audiences, dropping in customer lists as seed lists and letting Google find similar users to those customers. This is how design brands thrive. Visual storytelling on the right placements to the right audiences. And this is the exact setup I use for every design-driven brand we work with at Vulcan. For function-driven brands, I also say to avoid Performance Max because you may want to be less visual in how you approach the ad platform. Because your strength as a brand is solving a clear problem, focus instead on search, middle and top of funnel queries. Use Keyword Planner to estimate monthly search volume, what you can expect to pay for a click. Target the core problems your products solve. So for middle of funnel, that might be anti-chafe running shorts. But for top of funnel, it might be something even more expansive like, how do I stop chafing while I'm running? These people know they have a problem. They're actively searching for solutions, and your job is to intercept them. But here's the critical part. Don't send these searches to your homepage or to a product page. Create dedicated landing pages and follow this structure. A clear headline that addresses the pain point directly. A problem agitation H2, showing you understand their pain. And then a solution introduction. Your product as the answer. Social proof specific to this problem. Features showing exactly how it solves the problem. And a clear call to action. This is where your functional problem-solving copy creates the conversion. Now here's an additional strategy that works for both types of brands. And almost every brand misses this. You can advertise the same product multiple times with different angles. Create duplicate product IDs in Merchant Center. Same product, different title, different image, different description. For design brands, test different visuals. The same hoodie with 3 variations. Lifestyle shot with model, flat lay on white background, in context shot at a coffee shop. For function brands, test problem solving copy. The same training shorts with 3 different angles. Training shorts with secure zipper phone pocket, anti-chafe training shorts with liner, heavy duty training shorts with reinforced stitching. This works because it creates more opportunities to match to more search queries, allowing you to capture users at different intent levels. And this results in 2 to 3 times more qualified impressions from the same inventory. Once you've mastered your primary DNA, then you cross-pollinate. Become a hybrid brand. Hybrid brands dominate because they capture all parts of the funnel. Think of Gymshark, Lululemon, Alo Yoga. They all started with one DNA, but then they added the other. This is a long-term play. It's an aspirational goal. So to start, find your primary DNA and play to your strengths. Because once you do that, growing with Google becomes infinitely easier. The reality is still this: getting Google to scale to 6-figure months and beyond, regularly, consistently. It takes more than just understanding the framework. Yes, you need the right structure for your brand DNA, but you also need correct conversion tracking to monitor performance, shopping segmentation to give your hero products the budget they need and deserve, feed optimization to create shopping ads that people will actually click. Now, if you don't want to spend your time babysitting a bad agency, or worse, staring at your own dashboards all day trying to make it work, then we should talk. At Vulcan Digital, we work exclusively with direct-to-consumer brands doing at least 100K in monthly revenue. Brands with proven product market fit who are ready and keen to grow. We take the entire Google Ads system off your plate and build it into a predictable and, most importantly, a profitable channel. If that's you, and you're ready to diversify away from Meta, there's a link in the description to book a strategy call with me. And once you've booked that call, go watch this next video where I break down the most important 10 steps that every e-commerce brand should take if they want to be successful with Google Ads. And I'll see you at the next one.